your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The explosive eruption of the volcano Lesser Frere in St. Vincent on the 9th of April 2021 and subsequent moderate eruptions have increased the level of ash and sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere significantly in the vicinity of the Eastern Caribbean. The latest advisory issued by the Washington Volcanic Ash Advisory Center indicated that the plume of ash from Lesser Frere has diminished and is no longer visible via satellite. Westerly winds in the upper levels have taken the majority of the volcanic ash eastward across the Atlantic to as far as the Indian Ocean, reducing its concentration in the immediate area. The Bahamas, located geographically to the north and west of the site of eruption, should not expect the inflow of volcanic ash and sulfur dioxide in appreciable quantity or precipitation acidic in nature. Now, for the next few days, hazy conditions will persist throughout the Bahamas owing to the inflow of Sahara dust, a yearly occurrence. Moreover, a quasi-stationary front, a dominant weather feature in the extreme northwest Bahamas, may produce a few showers and isolated thunderstorms. The Bahamas Department of Meteorology will continue to monitor the activity and advise of any potential hazards should they arise. In other news, a number of licensed and qualified mortuary and funeral businesses on Grand Bahama are calling on the relevant authorities to look into reports of individuals offering services while purporting to be in the business with no certified expertise or legitimate license to operate. A spokesperson for the licensed body says what is worse is the fact that a church is reportedly being used to legitimize the fake operation. The spokesperson says that death and grief are bad enough and the pain should not be compounded with manipulation and the false pretense of a professional service. Now, the spokesperson also adding for the licensed and qualified mortuary owners, they are warning vulnerable families of deceased loved ones to be aware. The Grand Bahama Red Cross Society breaking ground today for a new headquarters in Freeport, the new edifice being constructed at a cost of $400,000. Officials say it will help them carry out the organization's mission and will help to meet the needs of the Grand Bahama community. Italia Hall has more.
Red Cross officials, private sector, and governmental representatives turning out for the official groundbreaking ceremony of the Grand Bahama Red Cross Society's new headquarters on Jobson Avenue. The new center is being constructed at a cost of $400,000 by Michael Edwards and Pinnacle Construction Company. Phase 2 will include a multi-purpose building. President of the Bahamas Red Cross Society, Therese Curry, sharing more details about the project.
Our new center, designed by Architectural Design Ideas, features a beautiful Bahamian building consisting of 3 building blocks. The center block is an administrative building of approximately 2,300 square feet, affixed to 2 porches. The block to the left consists of a warehouse and commercial kitchen of approximately 900 square feet, connected to that administrative office building by a breezeway. The block to the right is planned for phase 2 of construction, which will include the construction of a 1,700 square foot multi-purpose hall, which will double as a shelter if the need arises.
Lead for the Canadian Red Cross, Brandon McFarlane, congratulating the Red Cross on this significant milestone.
This momentous occasion demonstrates that we have a unifying ethos. May this branch continue to be a beacon of hope and a partner to the vulnerable agents in their own recovery and building of resilience.
During that ceremony, Managing Director of the Disaster Reconstruction Authority, Catherine Forbes Smith, on hand, thanking the Red Cross officials for efforts to help rebuild Grand Bahama.
The move toward recovery and reconstruction can only happen with the help and assistance of non-governmental organizations and NGOs like the Bahamas Red Cross, who, like many other NGOs, have supported the work in our communities by taking on projects like this new building to be constructed here. We cannot underestimate the work of the Bahamas Red Cross throughout this country. The work with our youth, reminding young people early of the need to appreciate volunteerism, its first aid programs, feeding programs, shelter programs, and of course, disaster management.
Now, Phase 1 of the project is expected to be complete in November of this year. The president says efforts are underway to raise funds for Phase 2 of the project, which will seek to meet the demands of the Grand Bahama community. It's Halia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Well, it has been a challenging academic year for educational officials, but despite those challenges, teachers rose to the occasion. A special ceremony taking place at the Jack Hayward Junior High School in recognition of an educator selected as the Teacher of the Year. Aramiko Knowles was there for the celebration.
A red carpet affair taking place at the Jack Hayward Junior High School as education officials, family and friends gather to honor a woman whom they say is worthy of the title Teacher of the Year. Now showing a red carpet affair starring Miss Rayshana Curry. Arriving in grand style, the 2019 through 2021 Teacher of the Year, Rayshana Curry, was welcomed with love. Students and teachers gathered with cell phones in hand to capture the moment as she was escorted out of the vehicle by her father, retired Superintendent of Police Noel Curry. The honoree began her teaching career in 2014 and throughout her 7-year tenure. Principal of the Jack Hayward Junior High School, Joyanne Penniman, says she has exuded a superior standard of excellence.
Today, we are in a celebratory mood to celebrate our Teacher of the Year, Miss Rayshana Curry. She's been selected as Teacher of the Year for the years 2019 to 2021. Miss Rayshana Curry would have been nominated by her peers and colleagues and voted upon, and she would have become successful for the Jack Hayward Junior High Teacher of the Year.
She notes that Rayshana Curry has worn many hats, serving as year head, club supervisor for the school's drama club, writing and book club, as well as the environmental club. Currently, she serves as the subject coordinator for the language arts department.
She was not only successful at the school level, but she dominated and won the district level for East Grand Bahama. And we are so proud today because she went to Nassau and she was the second runner-up for the entire Bahamas. So she went up against a lot of qualified educators. And I believe because of her portfolio and her teaching strategies and methodologies, that is what brought her to this point and all of the accolades that she truly deserved and earned.
Guest speaker, priest of the Pro-Cathedral of Christ the King, Father Norman Lightbourne, says that teachers are nation builders, adding that the profession is a noble one that often calls for educators to go beyond the call of duty, especially now in the COVID era.
So let's face it, they have been challenged of late with the COVID-19 situation and again Hurricane Dorian. But they've still gone the extra mile. They've really done their best in assisting our students and helping them to keep focus. So we thank God for our teachers. We're grateful to God for the fact that they are there making the sacrifices that they make. And we know that it is because of their commitment to their students.
Known as the All-Star Teacher and Teacher of the Year for 2019 through 2021, Rayshana Curry says she was overwhelmed with emotion when she arrived at the ceremony.
I was a bit emotional when I came out and I saw the fanfare, but it was just an overwhelming amount of love and support and excitement that was brewing, and it just made me excited. It calmed my nerves a bit because I was a bit nervous, but I truly appreciate all of the love and the warmth that I've received this morning and throughout my 2 years as a Teacher of the Year.
Curry adds that serving as Teacher of the Year for the past 2 years has been a humbling and rewarding experience.
I owe a debt of gratitude to my colleagues, my family, my friends for all of their support over the past 2 years. It has been a long journey, but one that has been rewarding, one that has been fulfilling. And I think that throughout my entire 2-year process, that I've grown so much as an educator.
Overall, Curry attributes her success to her faith in God's promises. Ramiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
And that's a look at stories making news at the hour. We go now with a check on sports with RJ Philippe.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to sports. After an impressive collegiate career at the NCAA Division II level, one Grand Bahamian athlete is looking to make history at the upcoming 2021 NFL Draft. The NFL Draft is set to begin April 29th. Grand Bahamian Michael Strawn, the Bahamian Division II All-American wide receiver, is hoping to hear his name called when it's all said and done.
I've been talking to different coaches, different teams, and they're all talking pretty well. They like me as a person, as a player. They like what they see on film. I had my pro day. I did pretty good at that, and so it's been all good talk.
Strawn made a boost to his NFL draft stock with an impressive performance at his pro day.
I've been having different teams daily reaching out, texting me and telling me, they want to set up a Zoom call or FaceTime call, whatever the case may be, and that's how it's been right now due to COVID. It's just, doing a lot of Zooms and having meetings over the call.
The NFL prospect measured at 6'5", 228 pounds, ran a 4.60 seconds in the 40-yard dash. Strawn tells us he's counting the days until draft day.
I'm excited about it. Sometimes it could get a bit anxious, wanting to know where you're going or when you're going. So, but right now, I'm taking it day by day. I'm staying sharp. I'm continuing working hard. So I'm excited about it. It is a special time, and it gives me the opportunity to really put, the Bahamas on the map. And that's something that I really want to do, is just be able to put my country on the map and show people how far I've came from such a small country.
With the NFL draft having 7 rounds over the course of 3 days, Strawn says, according to his agent, he's expected to go in the mid-rounds.
Could go anywhere in the mid-round, but obviously my goal is to go earlier than that. And it's something that I'm praying for. So that's been the talk right now.
Switching gears now, Grand Bahamian sprinter Brianne Bethel won the 400 meter again this past weekend. Bethel had a stellar day at the track with a top finish in the 400 meters, securing a personal best time in the process. Bethel crossed the line at 52.87 seconds to claim the gold. And that's a quick check on sports right here in the North. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.